SEO might seem intimidating. Domain rating, domain authority, keyword density, backlinks, SERP, and many other scary words. Hi, this is Jane, founder of the Discover with Jane marketing agency, and you are on my channel about marketing hacks, trends, and startup growth. Today, our topic is search engine optimization. In this video, I'm explaining process of search engine optimization from start to finish on a basic level. How SEO differs in 2024 from what it used to be. What are the key parts of SEO? How SEO helps understand your customer intentions and positioning. Types of search results or SERP, and what AI got to do with it. And my favorite tools for SEO. So let's get started. Search engine optimization, or SEO, is the process of getting to the first position in search engines. Say you start a business newsletter, a website, or a blog. By the way, companies who have blogs have 67% more leads than the companies who don't. Did you know that? But after you start, you have 0 people in there. And how do you get people to actually read your blog? One of the instruments is SEO. Right now, I'm relearning SEO and taking you on the journey with me. One of my first jobs was SEO copywriter, actually. Back in 2008, I was in college, and after my classes, I prepared SEO optimized texts for different websites. And back then, the process looked like this. First, you used to receive the topic from your client, some keywords that you want to use, and then you just researched the topic, wrote the text, and the optimization was simply inserting the keywords into the text to achieve a certain keyword percentage. And this was really how SEO optimization looked like. Today, this process still exists, but if you look at it, it's much more complicated. The first one is positioning. It really starts with understanding what your topic is, what your product is, so what you're selling, and to whom. I really like the short formula from Dean Graziosi and Tony Robbins' podcast. I help this audience with this. So when you answer this question, with market research, with talking to your users, you realize that your users are looking for something, and this is the search intent, the task they are completing for themselves. Simply, the search intent is the way people talk to Google, what they type in when they are looking for your type of product. And this is what is really meant by seed keywords, if you ever heard that phrase. Knowing the search intent, you can ask AI tools to generate your keywords. Alternatively, you can see versions of the question in the People Also Ask For section. The next part of SEO is SERP, or Search Engine Results page. Once you understand what your keywords are, you can look what the page for that keyword looks like. The next one, and the most important one, is AI-rich snippets, which is an AI-generated answer for your question. We're going to talk about that later in a bit. And the other type of search results that interest you is the paid results or sponsored. When you understand your SERP, there are keywords. You do your keyword research. You compare your different keywords to the similar keywords that might have less competition. After you understand what your competition is, you choose your keywords, you write the text. You insert the keywords into the text, achieve a certain density, take care of the titles. Then you basically post your text on your website, but you need backlinks. You need other websites referring to your page, and this is how you gain domain authority. And the last part is measuring all the metrics, the most important being domain authority, number of visits to your site, number of clicks, and basically engagement of people with your content. So the search intent in SEO. Satisfying the search intent is the most important goal, not only for you, but for Google. Google understands that they have satisfied the search intent when people click on the links that they provide. So they are interested in providing better links, so people click. For example, if you were a person looking for hotels, you wouldn't type the word accommodation or something like that. You would type more direct thing, hotel in New York, for example. And that would get more clicks. For you, it's important to know here that there are different types of search intents. When businesses think about search intents, they imagine a person buying their service, like the person booking the hotel. But before that, several steps actually happen. And the first one is informational intents. They are not really targeted at buying something. They are targeted at knowing something. For example, how old George Clooney is, or what the population of New York is, or what to visit in New York. When you are looking for what SEO is, for example, hopefully you got to my video by looking for something like that. This is the informational intent. The second type is commercial investigation. When you realize that there are different destinations or different types of SEO, you compare which is better, which district in New York is better, which SEO tools are better than the others. Next, when you compare, there is this transactional intent. This is what most businesses want. This is the people typing book a hotel in New York, purchase a SEO analytics service. Doesn't have to be with the word purchase. Usually it's like SEO analytics too. And this is what they usually buy in the Google AdWords, in the paid promotions. That's why this kind of search intents is usually crowded with sponsored SERPs. People do not buy our services from the first click. They start with an informational search intent, like how to choose marketing agency. And this type of pages might be a good way to get people acknowledged with your brand. But you need to understand that here it's better not to sell your services, but instead provide information, because the search intent is informational. For example, Marketing Metrics Guide is a good way to engage people with your content and at the same time make them used to and know your brand. After people already know your agency, you attract them with the brand knowledge with so-called branded keywords. For example, for my agency, I would put the keyword Discover with Jane Agency. SERP, or Search Engine Results Page. When you understand your keywords, or rather different types of keywords, you can go to Google search pages and see what results look like. In the old days, all search results looked the same and there was really no such topic as SERP. There was the blue link, the meta description, and that's about it. The search engine was like a librarian. Here is what we found about your topic. You see for yourself if it's any good. Right now, there are approximately 15 different kinds of SERP. And the key of them are the local tags. The knowledge graphs is when you are looking, for example, for a celebrity. When you understand their bio, this is a knowledge graph. An image pack or video pack. Top stories or site links or a carousel. When you are looking for books, for example, you will get like a reading list. Our modern user is equipped with ChatGPT, which can provide direct answers to their questions instead of a collection of links. Google do not want to be left behind on this, and they also started providing answers. And this type of answers is the actual AI-generated rich snippet. It's only several percent of all search results, so not each SERP contains a snippet, but it's an interesting competitive place when it does. If you see it, you need to target your page towards answering that question for which there is a snippet. And in short, you need to answer the question precisely and concisely in approximately 300 words. This is like a standard. The goal here is to be useful as possible and provide the actual good answer to the question without this wishy-washy text. The AI snippet provides an opportunity for smaller websites to get to the top of Google, not by being popular, but by answering the question really well. So this is our chance here to win the top position in relatively smaller competitions when there are not so many searches per month, but you have a better chance at really getting to that top position. If there are sponsored results on your SERP, you understand that this is a lot of competition on this topic, but also what's important, that if you do not pay for this AdWords, you're not gonna be on those top positions that fit the first screen. So I honestly wouldn't recommend to choose a keyword if it's sponsored heavy like this one. So after we've looked at the SERP and understood that there is maybe an AI snippet or not so many sponsored results, we take it as a hypothesis that we can compete for it. But how good is the competition there? Other ways to understand how good the keyword is, to understand how many searches there are per month, so how many people actually visit this page. And the second question is how good your competitors in this topic are. So who are the people who are competing for this keyword? If it's a really big company, then probably you have lower chances. Say if I see SEMrush competing for a marketing topic, or maybe MailChimp, I understand that this is unfair competition. I am a small agency and they are really big, so it's better not to compete with them. To automate this competition research process, there are keyword research tools. The first one, the basic and free one, is Google AdWords Keyword Planner. You go to this page, you type your keywords like your hypothesis, and you can understand how many monthly searches there are. You can see the level of competition assessed by Google. You can compare the prices also as an indicator of how competitive and valuable it is. And the average monthly searches is really approximate and location dependent. So be sure to check the location on top. A little bit more advanced tools are the ones like Mangools. The good ones are Ahrefs, Moz, SE rankings, but I'm looking at Mangools first because it has a good free version. Those services have the same logic, so let's just look at one of them. We see that there is a number of searches per keyword, which is a little bit more precise than the Google's one. Second, there are keyword suggestions. And which is useful, you can see the competitor for this actual keyword and their domain rating. So here you can actually assess your chances by comparing your domain rating to the domain rating of your competitor. It's really useful to make a table by copying the information from those instruments, because sometimes you can see that the two keywords have the same number of searches, but one of them is much less competitive. So choose that one. The other situation, which is advantage, is where they have the same approximate level of competition, but one of the words has far more search results. Again, aim for that one. So you research like this, and for one page, I would suggest approximately 10 keywords on a similar topic, but a little bit different. So I will show you, for example, my research for the newsletters topic, which is here on the screen. Here is volume, here is difficulty, and these are the keywords I've chosen. Out of maybe 100 options I've checked, I've chosen 10. And here is my list, which I can use for my rating and improving my web page SEO results. I've decided to split this video into 2 parts. So in the next video on SEO, which is going to be out in a couple of weeks, I will tell you more about domain ratings, about competition, so how websites compete against each other. I'm going to compare different tools, not just the one we have looked at for now. And there is a big topic that I've briefly mentioned, which is backlinks. We're going to talk about how to get them and how they transfer into your domain rating. Thank you very much for watching this video until the end. Please subscribe to my channel not to miss the next videos, because in the next one we're going to have an interesting conversation about trends and the hot topic of Olympic Games coming. So don't miss it. Subscribe to my newsletter as well, especially if you prefer reading, and see you in the next videos.